Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Julie here. Today, just a little bit of a behind the scenes of a sort of classic Baroque inspired photo shoot with Lily Ann, and we had hair and makeup by Teighan Felton. And this is just a little bit of behind the scenes, getting everything set up. We went for a sort of almost medieval style look. We had this gorgeous blue velvet dress and this soft blue velvet background. This is by Godox, and I had a sort of tiara style headpiece that we started off with. And this is my first time working with Lily, so we were just sort of spending a little bit of time getting to know each other, getting to learn how each other works. We were doing just some basic posing and starting off just sitting. I was showing her a few little tips and tricks for dealing with those great big huge billowing sleeves and stuff like that. Also going through just some various facial expressions and how to move and all the rest of it. The lighting that we used for this particular shoot, so we had two Godox AD200Pros, and I had them both on a softbox. I sort of had my main one with an 85cm softbox as sort of Rembrandt lighting, so it was up high and angled down. And then I had the one in the background just with a little 65cm beauty dish softbox with just half powered sort of light, just to give a little bit of a fill and a hair light. So I predominantly wanted to capture just sort of a real sort of classic Baroque look and feel to this, almost sort of like a painterly look. I kept props to a minimum. I just had these pretty little magnolia flowers that were used into it, but it was really about posing and getting the right lighting and angles and things like that. Then we brought in this great veil, so I also had this crown that I had used before, but it's sort of like a kid's crown that I painted and refinished and added jewels to it, and it had a very sort of vintage medieval sort of royalty look to it, but I wanted to add this veil and this crown and sort of play around with all of this. So we were just, it's quite a long veil as you can see, and we just wanted something to create that sort of Madonna type Baroque look that you would find in some of the medieval type of paintings. I then got Lily to sort of play with some of the veil and to sort of soften up around her face. I was shooting predominantly with my Sony 50mm lens, so I was sort of only shooting from waist up anyway, so I just wanted to get those beautiful sort of soft looks. And in my mind I sort of had these old-fashioned paintings, and I wanted to get those looks and the poses and all the rest of it, so we got some of those that we played with as well. We then decided to change outfit, so we got this white dress, still medieval with the long flowing sleeves, and we had this beautiful sort of magnolia floral headpiece, and we had these little butterflies as well that we were clipping into her hair and added in extra pearls and things like that. Wanted this really soft background. I brought in a Godox vintage brown and gold background this time as opposed to the blue one. I just wanted to change up the look, but I wanted something that worked in really well with the creams and the golds that we had in with this particular outfit. You can see the clips on the back of the dress, so the dress was way too big, but we ended up clipping it in, so you can't see them in the photos obviously, but sometimes just having a couple of little bulldog clips to tie everything back can be very handy. So still having Lily seated here, and we're just working on different poses and looks and just trying to nail the shot that I was looking for before we moved into something that had a little bit more movement into it. So I then had Lily stand up and we did some more, not full body shots, but upper body shots. We had some movement. I was just trying to get her to do some sort of turns to bring some flow and movement to the dress because we've got a lot of fabric to work with. I'd also switched out my lens at this stage, and I was using the Viltrox 35mm portrait lens and was playing around with that. We went back to the chair, but we turned the chair around, and this time I was literally just working on some really pretty sort of headshots. I brought in some roses as opposed to the magnolia that we had before, and of course these are all artificial flowers, but they look quite pretty in some of the shots. So we're just doing some posing and trying to get some beautiful light into the shots, something a little more dramatic with the darker background, with the lighter dress, and just capturing again still some of those classic ethereal sort of dreamy shoots. So now I'm just going to share with you some of the photos that we took. So this was the blue dress with the crown against the blue. This was with the veil and the crown still against the blue. This was the wider outfit with the magnolia headpiece and butterflies against the brown. And I flipped the brown round because it's white on the other side as well. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.